SCP-105. Object Class Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-105 is implemented with a tracking device and is currently housed at Site-17. 105 is currently allowed Class 3 Restricted Socialization Privileges with approved Site personnel, granted based on the continued good behavior and cooperation with the Foundation personnel. 105's personal camera, designed SCP-05-B, is contained in a locked safe deposit box at Site-19's high-value item storage facility. Standard positive action defenses, explosive, chemical, biological, and pneumatic are to be placed at all times while SCP-105-B is within containment. 105 and 105-B or any other cameras are only to be allowed to come into contact with approval or the current managing researcher. Description: 105, formerly known as Iris Thompson, is a female human of European descent. Recording indicates that 105 was born in redacted, making her redacted years old at the time of its acquisition. She has blonde hair and blue eyes, and at the time of this article is 1.54 meters in height, 50 kilograms in weight. She does not appear to have any out-of-the-ordinary physical characteristics and appears to be, for all intents and purposes, a normal human being in good health. 105-B is a Polaroid one-step express camera manufactured in 1982. 105-B does not appear to have any out-of-the-ordinary physical characteristics and appears to be, for all intents and purposes, a normal Polaroid camera operating normally for all personnel aside from 105. When 105 holds a photograph taken by 105-B, the photograph changes from a still image to that of a real-time image of the location in question. 105 is also able to reach through the photograph and manipulate images within the reach of the original point at which the photograph was taken. Persons witnessing the manipulation report seeing a disembodied female hand, determined to be that of 105, reaching out from an invisible portrait and carrying out the actions indicated. 105-B, the photographs taken by said camera has no unusual properties when used by any other person. 105 has demonstrated a limited ability to manipulate objects through other photographs, but can only archive fine control using photographs taken from 105-B. So far, 105 has only been able to significantly advance her ability by using photographs taken by 105-B. Appendix 1. Circumstances of Acquisition. 105 was brought to the Foundation's attention shortly after the murder of her boyfriend. 105 claimed she'd been on the phone with the victim at the time of his murder, prompting her to hurry to his side. However, telephone records do not correspond with her story, making her subject to the murder. Suspect of the murder. 105 informed her lawyer that she had in fact witnessed the murder through a photography she had taken to her boyfriend several days prior. The attorney in question disregarded the story and recommended the subject plead guilty. The subject refused to do so and subsequently told her story in court. Offering to demonstrate her ability, this led to the Foundation contact. The subject was immediately contacted by the Foundation. Foundation personnel retrieved 105-B from 105's home, replacing it with the identical model, and returned it to her. 105 parents were informed that she was killed during the botched escape of another patient while both were in custody of the redacted psychiatric care facility. Appendix 2. Excerpt from Interview Log 10508-4426, dated redacted. Begin log. Doctor, please give a brief personal introduction including date, place of birth, and your name. 105. Okay. My name is Iris Thompson. I was born in Phoenix, Arizona on May 12th. Redacted year. Doctor, good. First question. When did you become aware of your abilities? I'm not sure. I think it was either 10 or 11. I remember because I was looking at a picture of the ocean and noticed the waves began moving. How did your parents respond when you told them? They said that I had an overactive imagination. When did you discover that you were able to manipulate objects through a photograph? It first happened when I was 11, 12 maybe. My family took a trip to the Grand Canyon. Looked through the photo album after we got home and brushed my hand up against one by accident. When I did, I pushed a rock over the edge, falling to the canyon. I could actually hear it clatter on the way down. Go on. I became fascinated with photography after that. Most of the time, it didn't work the photographs I took, but my parents gave me a Polaroid one-step express camera. Begging for them since Christmas. 105 starts smiling. After I got the camera, the photos got easier to interact with. This is the camera we refer to as 105-B, your personal camera. Yes, sir. How many photos can you focus on at one time? I've gone up to 10 at once with the personal camera, but I'm sure I could do even more eventually. What is your impression of the time with the Foundation so far? Please do answer. We don't take offense at these things. Sort of like new prison, new warden, but I know it's better than what could have happened to me. Been very cooperative with your time during your time here. I'm a pretty well behaved sort of person. I also like doing the experiments, some of those things that photographs I could never thought of. You know why I'm asking you these questions, Iris? No, sir. We've been setting up a special program. If it goes through, you'll be occasionally allowed to leave the site and move about the outside world. All we ask that you return are a few favors. Are you interested? End log. Addendum 3. History Service of Mobile Task Force Omega-7. 105 was the second humanoid SCP recruited to Mobile Task Force Omega-7 under the Pandora's Box initiative. Unlike Team Able, associated with 076-2, which was assigned to strike and capture operations, Team Iris had the prior mission reconnaissance and intelligence gathering. Team Iris carried out over 20 missions in cooperation with the Bowie Commissions. These missions were carried out swiftly and without incident. The first disciplinary incident involving SCP-105 involved the escalation of Team Iris' mission with reconnaissance to Wetwork. 105 violently opposed the use of her abilities to carry out assassinations even after members of the Bowie Commission repeatedly attempted to secure her cooperation. See interview log 105-21-6543. During these events, 105 became emotionally distressed and attempted to deceive Foundation personnel into believing that her anomalous traits had disappeared. Dr. D submitted a report recommending that 105 be reclassified as neutralized, undergo anesthetic treatment, and be released to the public with regular monitoring. This recommendation was denied. Following this, Dr. D aided 105 in containment breach aiming to escape Foundation custody. The breach was unsuccessful and 105 was retained. See Incident X45, Site 17. Investigation afterwards determined that Dr. D had initially encouraged 105 to claim loss of anomalous abilities. 105 redemonstrated her anomalous abilities in exchange for restoration of limited privileges. Following the end of the Pandora's Box initiative, all Mobile Task Force Omega-7 teams were disbanded and 105 returned to Site 17 because of the security risk she represents and lack of currently utility. 105 is presently not allowed to access to 105B. All further information regarding Mobile Task Force Omega-7 is sealed the Order's Records and Information Security Administration. Director Redacted Records and Information and Security Administration. Addendum 4. Special Note Re. Current containment status. Following Incident R1300, Site 17, many formal and informal reports have been made regarding 105 and purpose of reconnection to the Mobile Task Force Alpha-9. These reports constitute a serious breach of security. All information regarding Mobile Task Force Alpha-9 is restricted. All information regarding current research and anomalous characteristics of SCP-105 restricted. All reports or rumors regarding any current or recent use of 105 as a Foundation asset are to be considered categorically false and should be reported to the Records and Information Security Administration. Director Redacted. Records and Information Security Administration.